YouTube family. Again, it's me, Jay Hadwin, brand ambassador of My Brother Spot. How you doing, man? How y'all doing out there? I hope y'all acting right tonight. Let's see who's gonna come on tonight and check out my YouTube live. The title tonight is how businesses can benefit off of high traffic directories. www.mybrotherspot.com is a directory as well. And you can list your business on My Brother Spot for $3 a month. And a lot of people may go, okay, I have a business. Why am I going to pay to list my business? Because websites that are directories that had high traffic, that helps your website rank, get backlinks, all that stuff. And it makes more people see your website. It makes you more visible. And then the AI on Google and these search engines basically give you more authority. You know, it's a lot of websites that actually, have you that has directories. Like Reddit is one of them. They charge, I think, like 250. We only charge $3. No one's fussing about that. Get their business, listed on Reddit, and more people see you. You rank better on Google, all that stuff. So, it's definitely a benefit to list your business on a directory. And I'll read it right now. We charge $3 a month to be listed on our directory. If you're a Black-owned business, but on like Reddit, let's see. Let me just, you know what? I'm just gonna, okay. How much does Reddit charge? Here we go, you guys. How much does Reddit charge to list your business on Reddit? So it says right here, okay, a month Reddit charge to list your business on Reddit like $250 and up. Reddit, charge $250 and up to list your business on My Brother Spot. If you're a Black-owned business, you know what I'm saying? $3 a month. We have a lot of traffic that comes on My Brother Spot right now. We are ranking well in the African American, Black American. These are key words. Black History Month, Juneteenth. We're everywhere. So the thing is that's why you should list your business. And on top of that, you'll get a free interview on My Brother Spot. You know what I'm saying? That has a lot of value. So why you look like that, man? Oh, here come the trolls. Anyway, yeah, man. So we have a lot of value on My Brother Spot. We have customized websites that we could build. We could build you a subscription platform on My Brother Spot. You could list your business on My Brother Spot to where, your website, especially if you have websites that's not on good dedicated servers, you may want to list your business on My Brother Spot because that allows you to be more visible. And that's how people make money on YouTube. You know what I'm saying? Because, make money on YouTube, make money on Google, Bing, ChatGPT. Yo, visibility. Thank you. I appreciate you. I have fun in Jamaica and Ocho Rios. But yeah, I appreciate you. But for those who are out there that's going to see this later that has a business, you may want to go on mybrotherspot.com, www.mybrothaspot.com. You go on there, you list your business. A lot of people try to list a business thinking it's free, and then they don't go all the way through with it. Just just press the pay button, pay $3 a month. What's the matter with y'all? Golly, that just shows a lot of the people that's coming on my brother spot really don't have real businesses. Because I remember a young lady asked me once, why do you guys charge? We used to charge $10 a month. You know what I'm saying? And she asked me, why do you charge? I said, because this is a form of advertisement for your website, and it could be seen more and it could get more authority by getting our backlinks. And she was like, why would I want to do that? I already have the people that I need. And then I was like, does Nike ever stop advertising? You remember Reebok used to be the shit. You remember AI signed with them and all that? Go look up Reebok now. They lost all kind of shares. They're not relevant. People forget. You have to stay in front of people. And we can give you the opportunity to stay for $3 a month, man. Come on, brothers and sisters. Really? This just shows that a lot of people don't understand. Understand, you know, and I have, yeah, so we have to start, just making our people understand what business is about. And that's why I'm here. That's why I'm the brand ambassador. I'm not the best, but once we get our money up, hopefully in the future, our people can understand self-funding. Then we could submit our business model. Then we could get allotted some money. It's the same thing that, Elon Musk, does, and all these big icons. A lot of the white investors, they invest their money into Elon Musk and other white people, and they basically, which is okay. That's the American way. And then they test, they test. They may have a couple breakthroughs. Then those people make their money back. Why can't we do it with us? That, what black people? You don't want us to, create anything. You don't want something that is made by your people and controlled by black people. Well, this is the only way. We have to self fund. If we don't self fund, we're always going to be controlled. It's a whole bunch of sisters and got laid off jobs. You know why? Because they could do it. They could lay you off anytime, and shit, it's crazy, even government jobs. But if we had, you know, the capability of understanding, hey, let me put this money in the pot, you know what I'm saying? And let's all, like I always say, 500,000 of us put $10 a month in a pot. That's 5 million a month. You can open up multiple black owned businesses. That is not hard. We should have a people that are handling the money should be licensed. They need to be professional. They don't need to be trying to hook up their cousins and all this nepotism or boyfriend, girlfriend, husbands. Yo, that's 10 years in prison. We're going to have to start being serious. So we won't have this Dr. Umar. We won't have this pastor, stuff. We have our own system to where we could give our businesses money, and then our businesses have to be in our neighborhoods, from restaurants to beauty supply, our own nail shops. Yes, let's develop our community. Let's stop hating on other ethnicities and saying they're just taking our stuff. No, they're doing it the responsible way. They're self-funding. They're self-funding, so they come in our neighborhoods because the commercial property is lower. They buy the buildings through their caucus, with how they self-fund. They just don't tell anyone. I have to tell black people so we can understand how to do it. It's an old thing. I mean, even I think Africans call it susu. Koreans call it kaya. You know, they put their money together. The Middle Easterns and the East Indians, they have gas. They put their money together. They're not getting loans. They're not getting grants. I'll be seeing a lot of my people on Facebook like, yo, America be giving them this stuff when they come. No, they don't. They self-fund. They have about 10 millionaires that have made it off hard work. you know, and I'm talking about the East Indians. Then they bring them out here to get their citizenship. They pay them for it because it's expensive. You could pay for citizenship anywhere in the world. I believe in Panama is like American 20 to 30,000. You could become a citizen. You know what I'm saying? It happens everywhere. And America is expensive, but these millionaires, boom. Okay, I bring this guy in. He works for $2.50 an hour for 5 years. He gave his money to come out here, whatever their currency is, and saved up his family. They boost. And then next thing you know, he has a spot. Then another one has a spot. Then another one has a spot. And now that's how they do their system. And then in about 8 years, they can own their own Chevron. This is how they do it, or their own other gas station, whatever. And then we don't have none in our neighborhood, so we're basically making them richer and wealthier with buying hair, buying their products, and it's not like they're bad people. They're taking advantage of an opportunity. Have an opportunity to do it. We have an opportunity to self-fund and make people responsible for, once black people get money in their hand, they start tripping. I think any race, you know what I'm saying? But definitely our people, we start tripping. We start, oh, they won't see me and this, that. Put a decade, jail time on them. We have to write this into our law. You get a decade in jail if you're going to mess with the money. You're an employee, you get paid a certain amount, by us a year, and that's all you're going to do. You're going to be looking over every black business model and seeing what will be right. You can't hate on it. It's whatever fits. We have to figure out a way to do this, because when AI take these jobs, we're definitely going to have to learn how to make our communities, dealing with AI. We have to learn AI, but we gotta have our own thing. We have a different rhythm, black people. We have to create our own thing, and yeah, legal, they can't do nothing about it. And we have to buy up a lot of things in our community. Businesses, as in commercial real estate, we have to buy it all up. We have to develop it. We have to make a lot of safe zones in communities and all that. So we pay off our drug dealers. We pay off, the YNs that's selling in certain areas. They got to go over here. You know what I'm saying? Because we're not going to get rid of that because the government brings it into us. You know what I'm saying? And you're not going to stop that. If we could stop that, crack would have never hit our communities. You know what I'm saying? We never brought over that substance from, Colombia, Panama, all these black people didn't bring that over and didn't get taught how to cook crack. So the thing is, it's like we're going to have to learn how to defend ourselves. And the only way human beings in America can defend themselves is to have money. Money is the only, not to love it, but okay, name a poor person that could defend themselves. White, black, Asian, whatever. You can't defend yourself. So we're going to have to make money on a level and have our own banking, our own systems to be able to defend ourselves. I appreciate you, Blessed Divinely. I appreciate it. You know what I'm saying? So um it's I don't we have to be more accountable, my people. And I know you hate that, you know, I know a lot of people hate me talking about what we don't do. But and I was thinking about that. I was like, man, am I kind of too hard on black people, on my people, Aboriginal American Indians, Moors, Hebrew Israelites, whatever we want to be called. It's all that shit's all division anyway. We have to go and get our foundation together and build up. You know what I'm saying? And leave religion out of it, because that hinders us too. Who cares what people believe in? What are we going to do for our children? When should we have children? Because a lot of us shouldn't even have children, because it's not the right circumstance, it's not the right situation. Just think, if we had 5 million coming in every month, that's 500,000 of us putting $10 a month in a pot. And I'm talking about many different pots. You could put it in. Okay, let's say if we had a pot where it was called the Black Family Rebuild pot, 5 million a month. So you know what we should do? And it's kind of jacked up for me to say this. We should have it to where if parents that make a baby, make children, stay together, we'll have an agent checking out all those households, stay together. Those kids have to be in school, not getting kicked out, not doing dumb stuff, have to be in at least 2 sports so they can learn how to communicate, learn how to work together. It's not about them making the goddamn pros. Is that no, and if one can make, or two make the pros, and or basketball, that's fine. But we're building to the point where, okay, if the parents do that, you know what, you guys, we could give them like 4,000 a month. We could give them 3,000 a month. We could get whatever we vote on to give those parents. We gonna keep them together, just like when we used to get child support, or because the government is basically, if you look at it, they're like patting women on the back. Oh, okay, the man ain't in the house. Okay, good, good. That's what they're doing. And then it gets in our heads subconsciously. Why not pay them to stay together? And if a woman have, picked the wrong man, and the man picked the wrong woman, I mean, you ain't gonna get no money. You're not gonna get no money from us. And we have to make it more than child support. It's a damn shame we have to do this. But we have to make that type of funding more than child support. 2 black parents stand together, have a child, you know what I'm saying? And we give them in a pot of that is like 5 million a month. Give that young man, young lady, a proportion of it, 3 to 5,000 a month, to have those children have parents. It's a shame we have to do that, but we have to put that back in our culture, so that could be a normacy. We have to have a funding of our artists, meaning talented people who wants to go to Hollywood, who wants to go over here and become an actor or actress and all that. We have to make our own channels, subscription platforms. We should give those talented ones that have a business model. They have to write what they're doing, how they're going to help the community, this, that, and we provide them money for My Brother Spot or other entities to build a subscription platform for them. That subscription platform goes viral every once in a while. Basically, subscription platforms, for people who don't know, like OnlyFans, but without the nudity. And it's just yours. It's just yours. And you charge $10 a month for people to see you all over the world. Don't think in about 2-3 years, if you're on it, you have your videos together, you're constantly pushing your content on YouTube, on Instagram, telling people, hey, instead of being a member on here, because YouTube taking a lot of money, and they can, because this is their business. You get what I'm saying? They could do anything they want. They could cut me off right now, and I couldn't do a thing. I couldn't fight it or nothing because it's theirs. Why not make our own stuff to where you could have more power, you could have more creativity, and we could do our own thing, and you could get funding from it. I mean, you see how simple that is, brothers and sisters? It's so simple to do. It is so simple to do. All we have to do is just, how are you going to miss 10 bucks a month? How are you going to miss 20 bucks a month? You putting it in the other pot. How are you going to miss 30 bucks a month if you're doing three? All the people that's putting in money are going to be in a database to where they get perks. All the businesses that are getting a lot of money, you know what I'm saying? Let's say we even bought apartment buildings, like whole out, like 8-plex, 20-plex. Yo, how about getting 30% off of your rent? You're with your children. You know what I'm saying? You're with your baby daddy. You have your family in a 3-bedroom, and it's 20% off, and you getting money from that other fund to stay together. This is how we have to do stuff. We could do that. You know, and someone could like start talking about it that speaks better than me and make it all magical like we like to hear it. Oh God, yo, I'm telling you the idea. This has been made up. Dr. Claude Anderson been talking about this, but we didn't take heed to it, and he's a better speaker than me. But I see how it worked with other ethnicities. Why can't we do it? Do we really want to stay the way we are? If we do, I'm going to tell you one thing, brothers and sisters, it's going to get worse. So if you want to be third world, you know, like walking around your cities in the future, like we Haitians, not disrespecting people in Haiti, but it's going to get to those levels. You know, Cubans, you know, they eat mud pies now. And that's not funny. Don't think that can't happen to us. Don't think that this government gonna be like, well, we got to give them some. They don't have to give us nothing. They already won the war and took over and bringing all kind of white people here, Europeans, and before that, and then said it's their country. You know what I'm saying? Like literally, I'm gonna be straight up. The mixture of Latinos, they've been here before white people. In Mexico, all the way down. The black people were the first people here. And then this person that took over with guns and all that stuff, now they got nukes. And you know what? Now they saying you can't be in the country. See, this is why you have to work with your team. Asians do this so well. They be quiet. They don't have no Martin Luther Kings, no, you know, that's speaking, making people feel good. They come together as a unit and say, what's the solution? How can we make this different? How can we go under the radar? Because they can't tell us how to spend our money. So how can we get ahead? And they do it, they build. It's always a crack in the armor of this system, and it's a crack that's legal. Boom, you get in that crack, and when they try to close it, you go in the other crack. You know what I'm saying? And you basically, next thing you know, your system is strong. You own real estate. You're a power because your chamber is together, as in people putting in money. And then next thing you know, you got politicians that's really fighting for you. You don't need to be president. You got your mayor, you got your you know, your governor, all that stuff. You know what I'm saying? Because you have more money than other caucuses, other people. That's what wins majority of the time. It's this, because this is a tool. Money is a tool. People, a lot of our people say, "Oh, money's not real. There's that." Well, why do people get assets if it's not real? It's people right now got all kind of real estate because of something fake. We have to get out of our fantasy world. And we have to just, okay, I had a fucked up upbringing, but how can we come together? How can we not hate on each other? Brothers, there's enough women around here, bro. Stop trying to be top billing and making the mating ritual that we have so expensive. Sisters, tone it down. You know what I'm saying? Who cares about Birkin bags and all this stuff? Who cares? You're making the enemy fucking wealthier. You don't even think about that. And then they kick back and then they figure out how to outsmart us even more. Also, how to make us more insecure. And you're not thinking about it, but it's not your fault. This all comes down to parenting. Crack jacked black people up. Just that was the prelude to everything. If we still had our families and the way I seen it when I was young, have block club meetings, parties, and all that, and everybody had their mom and pops before Bloods and Crips were like when my neighborhood Crips were even formed. Yo, man, the kids were we were just nice. We were nicer. You know what I'm saying? Yeah, we'll catch a fade or two, yeah, some rough, hood kids, you know what I'm saying? But it was a different type of mindset because we had our parents, we had our grandmas too. The grandmas are either in Cali and in LA, or they'll ship us out to the South in LA. I used to go to Louisiana, DeRidder, Louisiana for summers, or and then to Houston too. You know what I'm saying? Like, go to the South, and then you get more information. You travel, you get to see different things, and the children nowadays are they're not getting that. So why are we upset at them? We have to start talking about these things that are extremely uncomfortable, because when these younger adults, 23 to 35, were young, they were just passing y'all. So you never got spoken hard to like I did in my days. The black people meant well, but you can't be like, oh, it's okay, Laquita, oh, it's okay, Davion. You can't do that, man. You gotta be like, you gotta be better than them. You gotta do this way. And a lot of the younger mothers that, in the crack era when they didn't have the baby dad, you know what I'm saying? That all went out the window. Also, when we have a lot of children, great great grandchildren now that still has chemicals in their system from drugs. That shit get passed down. You think those people didn't test all that on lab rats before they let it out? That shit still affects us. Why you think we acting weird? My parents never did drugs. You know what I'm saying? I'm not better than my people. It's just I have a clear mind, and they protected me. Even though I was raised in a Crip neighborhood, they protected me. My parents stayed together. And I know other motherfuckers that parents stayed together too. And they ain't even mess up. They didn't go to prison. It's always an exception to the rule. Someone said, but Gordy went. Why is it always an exception to the rule? Majority of the motherfuckers that had kids didn't go to prison, this, that, and turned out a little better, or a lot better. We cannot have no more excuses, brothers and sisters. We cannot have no more excuses. If we keep having excuses, man, I'm telling you, this AI is like a fucking hurricane. It's coming and it's going, they gonna lay us off first. We're gonna have the harder hardship. If they have aid or some type of benefits coming in, we're gonna be the last to get it. Why can't we protect ourselves, man? Are you trusting in someone that don't even like you? Just because a few of your friends you went to school with this, that, you younger, you having fun in grade school and you having fun in high school. Man, when them motherfuckers grow up of other ethnicities and they have children and they see how hard life is, they go right back to the system that their parents was telling them about. They ain't got no time for us, and they not supposed to. This is called the human race. And when you're racing, you have teams. When you're playing in the NBA, guys still give people dap, all that. Hey, what's up? Whoopty whoopty whoop. Nowadays, that's how the human race is. But why would someone on the opposite team help you score? That's what we do, Black people. We help other ethnicities score when we should be trying to make our team score more so we could win the game. We have to win more games. We have to. And it doesn't mean hating other ethnicities. Now, other ethnicities be like, no, we're diverse. You know why? Because they want our money. They want our money, man. Come on, y'all. You know damn well we the least hating type of people. It's Black people out here love other ethnicities more than their own people. I ain't seen females I grew up with that was sisters, beautiful sisters, and they wanted to mix. I seen brothers, big, you know, no homo, but handsome dudes. I grew up with a little taller than me or my height, 6'2", 6'3". They all mix. They want to mix because why? You're not proud of yourself. We've been taught that colorism stuff. Yo, Central America has it. Excuse me, I keep choking on my. Central America has it. South America has it. Yo, they do it everywhere. It's colorism. And it breaks us up. And then you got the religion, that breaks us up even more. And then you got people that understand they're from here, our ancestors from here. But won't even look up like the real photos of the original Indian people. Like they look like Africans. We all looked alike. I've been to all kind of different regions. We all look alike. We had hair, afros. That's real hair. You know what I'm saying? Our hair, real coarse hair, not mine. See, in my mom's side, it's mixed. It was some mixing. So I got that kind of mixed hair. That's not hair. I got a little fur going on. You know what I'm saying? Had a white, great, there in it. And that's why I look the way I look. You know what I'm saying? But the original are dark people that have the thick stuff. You'll never see their hair growing out of animal body. Never. Because you know what? They're humans. They're not mankind or womankind. I'm not saying this to be rude. Black people need to hear this to understand what we really are. Something happened when all these other ethnicities started being created, and it wasn't weather. We kind of don't know, but the upper people, I think, know. You know what I'm saying? It was something. It's kind of. I think it was kind of like how humans made AI, and now the AI and robotics has come together. I think it was some tests and all that, and and then the white people start mixing with the original people more, and they made Latino look. They made an Asian look. This is where humanity comes from. And a lot of people don't like to hear it. A lot of people don't like to hear what I got to say because the fantasy and what they tell us sounds so good to a lot of people. It makes them feel better. Like last night, I was looking at Donald Trump, you know, and the hockey team and all that. He was congratulating them and all that, and saying how much money we made and how good this young lady is. We're going to give her some money. And then the hockey team, this guy, he's going to get the medal, some type of medal. And I wasn't upset about it. I was just like, man, Donald Trump is really putting confidence in his people. But at the same time, the poor white people, he ain't going to do nothing for you. He's just giving you confidence. Because over the years, black people been doing so much. They've been televised. It's kind of like white people. How do you think they feel? They weren't getting a lot of confidence. You know what I'm saying? It's like all these other ethnicity, and so now is that time, and he ran his campaign on that and won people over, and then the electoral college, which are corporations, was like, okay, let him win. Yeah, you know what I'm saying? Let him win. So now confidence is that important. You know what I'm saying? I mean, everybody in that thing last night was damn near white. And that's very important for white America because a lot of young white kids growing up, especially when hip hop was around, I noticed their confidence was going down. I noticed a lot of white girls wanted black dudes or Latino dudes. And it's been like that for a long time. And so now Trump is trying to get that confidence back. And I understand why, yeah, rap is dead. Yeah, because I mean, whew, boy, I'm sorry, but I mean, I love Outkast, and I just speak the truth, and people just hate it. It's my opinion. I could be wrong, but the South stunk up rap. Like West Coast messed it up too, but as in just the stinking up of it, like robots and shit, and trap is doo doo, is doo doo. Outkast, Goody Mob, Bum. Outkast probably one of the best rap groups ever, but they're not trying to fund those type of rappers. They're not trying to fund real hip hoppers. Hip means to be aware. Hop means movement. But then they control our culture, so they call that crap, which is rap, they call it hip hop, and that's not hip hop. If you're not rapping about a hip, aware, hop, movement, if you're not rapping about that, that's not hip hop. You're rap. If you put a C in front of rap, what does that spell? Crap. Does crap have any nutrition? No nutritional value. You know what I'm saying? And people like junk food. You feel me? The beat, low vibration, don't really have to think hard, no solution base, no parents in the house, only single parent homes. Come on, you get it? It's not these youth fault. This shit was premeditated. I don't even blame the kids, but I say, man, that stuff, that be sounding crazy. Sound like a goddamn robot. The shit is like fucking weird. You know what I'm saying? But you know what I'm saying? Like the beats from the East Coast with the looping, with the samples, and then beats like Daz and Dr. Dre and all that, and DJ Quick with instruments and E40 with Ant Banks and all that's real shit, man. That's some real music. But, let's just even say like they're not even pushing the Jill Scotts, you know. Um, and I'm gonna be straight up. I think we need to give uh celebrities and music artists a break. We need to stop worshiping them. So what? Let them entertain us. That's cool. Little Wayne, he got some metaphors. That Lil Wayne could rhyme, man. I gotta give it to that little dude. Got some metaphors, boy. He raps off any type of beat. And yeah, he used that little whatever. They don't use it like Roger did. It's just it's weird the way they use it nowadays. Actually sounds like robot, like a robot rapping. and it's just doo doo with the message. The message is doo doo. You know, yeah, Wayne may be one of the best rappers to me. Like, I like bars. You know what I'm saying? The dude, Wayne is hella dope, man. Like, and I'm not a Wayne fan, but I just have to be fair about stuff, you know. Yeah, Eminem cool, but he's kind of he. One thing about Eminem, he don't try to be black. You know what I'm saying? But I don't like that high voice. You know, hi, my name is. I don't even like the way Kendrick Lamar sound, but they're both dope. You know what I'm saying? I don't like that high. I like rappers that rap with passion. Tupac, DMX, you know, Scarface. That man, just Andre 3000, man. You know, Big Boy. You know, the Goody Mob, like hip hop. You know, I kind of cringe now at Mob Deep because of what they talking about. That shit is like garbage, man. And I used to be, you know, like Shook Ones and all that. I used to be in that motherfucker, like. Dun, 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 dun. I mean, I used to be in that. Man, Shook Ones, that beat is off the hook, but what they're talking about is garbage. What MC8 Gia talking about was garbage. Me. It don't mean he whack. Me. Rozkaz, dope. You know, the man, it's a whole bunch of cats. I mean, Ludacris was pop, but Ludacris had bars. He did have bars, but it was silly. Not. Eminem isn't black excellence. Paul Wall is more black excellence. I'm just talking about as in just flowing. Just Eminem is just that's a Eminem's a white boy, and I respect him for that. A white boy that can rap, talk about silly shit and all that, and drugs, and you know, being. He talks about the stuff white people go through, but he can rhyme. He got bars. You know what I'm saying? To me, but you know, like Paul Wall, I like Paul Wall more than that's my junk food. I like Paul Wall more than than Eminem. But you know, Eminem can rap better than Paul. Like I'm gonna be straight up. I love Tupac way better than Eminem, but Eminem have more bars than Pac. You know, Kevin Gates is nice. He's nice. You know what I'm saying? He played that role with uh you know Method Man on Wu Tang really well, man. It's like they kind of they kind of have the same charisma, but like I was saying, I don't really. We need to stop worshiping these celebrities, these rappers, and all that, and figure out a way to compete against AI. Excuse me, I said AI, because I'm telling you guys, if you guys are not paying attention to how to get ahead of AI, I don't think universal income gonna come for a long time, and a lot of us are gonna be suffering. So I just I gotta keep emphasizing that, family, you know, and you know the, the 15-year-olders that are right now. Like if I had a 14 or 15-year-old child, I'd be like, you're not going to college. You're gonna learn how to prompt AI. You're gonna learn everything. You're gonna have a website, a customized website, and daddy is gonna invest in a whatchamacallit for you, a subscription platform. And then in about 3 to 5 years, that brand, you know, gets big to the point where he's charging $10 a month, like my brother Spot could do. They could build subscription platforms. We're waiting on you, artists. Come on. Someone get a subscription platform. We put it out there. You know, you put your songs on it. You walk around, talk about your life, show your life, and people get used to your brand. You know what I'm saying? Let's say in about 2 years, you got like, because we put you in front of a lot of people. We have an SEO team. So in 2 years, let's say if you have 1,000 people, that's 10,000 a month. Just 1,000 people. 1,000 people on YouTube, you may not even make a buck. They taking all the money, man. Get your own brand. This is what we trying to tell you. This is what I'm trying to tell you. Yo, you got 100 people and you charging $10. That's 1,000 a month. You can't do that on YouTube. You can't do that on whatchamacallit, on you can't do that on TikTok. You can't do that on Facebook. That's what I'm talking about. A lot of people, once someone does it and they start talking about it, everyone copies, and then you got a whole bunch of these people doing it at a time. Then it gets saturated. And then the people that come at the end, it's so saturated, people ain't gonna see you. That's why I'm trying to get my subscription platform as soon as possible. I mean, I really want to be, I think to make a subscription platform, I think I would have to have 600 to 800 a month for them to create it. You have to have a hell of a down payment unless we change up a certain way so everyone could afford it. But the everyday people like us. But man, I'm ready to spend like 600 to 800 a month, put like 1,500 down, you know what I'm saying? A retainer fee. So if, you want to back out or something like that, all the time that, our web developer has put it in, at least he gets paid back for his time, because web developers, they get paid at least 300 an hour to build anything. You know what I'm saying? If you don't believe me, go on Google and check it out. It's not a game. You got to be serious about having an online business. And I feel with the more and more experience I'm getting, we definitely have to just let the developers do what they do, because they kind of know the codings and all that. You got to let them go free, because it's really how you rank. How many people can they put you in front of? That's going to create the revenue that you're looking for in the future. So, yeah, family. It's just this AI world. Please, if you're a Black-owned business, you need a website. Get with my brother Spot. We can build a customized website. Also, if you want a delivery, like if you're a restaurant and you want a delivery type menu thingish, I'm gonna tell you, we could build it, and we could build it better, and we could save you a lot of money. The DoorDashes and Uber Eats be killing restaurants. Oh, we got something coming, y'all. I'm telling you, anybody anywhere that has a restaurant and you have a website, but then DoorDash and Uber Eats is killing you, we got something coming that will save you and make more on your plates. The drivers will make more too. We got something coming, y'all. And I can't wait. Then people start trusting MBS even more, knowing that we're for real. We are helping people this minute. It's people right now that has one-page customized websites that have had 23 people a month at the most on their websites. And it's 4 months now with, and this is $3 a month, with our SEO team. And now they're getting like 80 to 100 visits a month. Now, that's not a lot. Excuse me. That's not a lot. Because really, in order to make money online, you have to have at least 5,000 people visiting your website a month. That's when you start making money. That's when I start making money on my website. My website roughly gets like both of them, let's say a median of 7,000, 8,000 a month. And that provides money for me. Now, Afrobiz, the daddy of them all, that was built before my brother's spot. That almost has like 28,000 a month. And it makes so much money. And it's not like Amazon where it has nothing but products and all this stuff. It has all kind of affiliate programs, all that stuff. And they actually make money off that website just because of visibility. You know what I'm saying? And so that's why I'm just so excited with being with, you know, my brother spot tech team and my brother spot web developers, because once I can get up to 20,000 to 30,000 and my websites get more authority because they're older, I'm going to really be making some bread, because people going to see me always and they're going to get my gig work. There's going to be more gig workers on there, all that. This is going to happen. And if this could happen to me with my faceless, with the customized websites, it could happen to you. It could happen. You know what I'm saying? It's like, believe in yourself. Take a chance, brothers and sisters. Leap into action. Stop paying attention to all these celebrities. You 30 some years old, 40 some years old, and all you do is talk about celebrities on goddamn Facebook. The hell, who cares? What are you going to be doing in 5 to 10 years? That's how adults think. Real adults that are way less talented than us as black people. That's how they think. What am I going to be doing in 5 to 10 years to help my family? Or if they're saying, what am I going to do to help myself 5 to 10 years? It's like we're afraid to even think about that. We got to think about those things, family. We have to. So listen your business on my brother's spot. It's $3 a month. It will help my brother's spot, but at the same time, it's going to help you more, your website. You're going to get backlinks and all that. And you're going to rank, your website's going to rank more. Let's see some. Ooh, it's almost 9. It's about to be Thursday tomorrow. Let me see. All right. Let's see how I'm doing here. Wow. Okay. Hmm. Mm-mm. Oh, okay. How y'all doing? How y'all doing? Ask me some questions. What would you like to know? I'm brand ambassador of, I'm Jay Hadwin, brand ambassador of my brother spot. Ask me some questions if you want to know what's going on with my YouTube channel. If not, thank you for coming by. Boy, someone put some hell of a rainbows on. Oh my God, man. Look at all these rainbows. Let's see. I get off at 9 p.m. It's almost about that time. And I will be getting off at 9 p.m. Oh, that's interesting. Okay, full screen. All right, family. Anybody has some questions? Oh, I got 3 people in here now. You have any questions about my brother spot? If so, type it in. I'll tell you everything, what we're about, what our agenda is, which is peaceful. And who am I? I'm the brand ambassador of my brother spot. Nice to meet you, whoever's on. Like and subscribe as well. Uh, hmm, there we go. Let's see more. That's not it. It don't even show it. Okay. That's dope. Okay. All right. I'm about to get off. I'm Jay Hadwin, brand ambassador of my brother spot. It is almost 9. I'm gonna get off a little early. A lot of people, I guess, are working. Hopefully they are. Um, and getting ready for tomorrow and getting ready for Friday and the weekend. You know what I'm saying? We're getting close. So yeah, again, my name is Jay Hadwin, brand ambassador of my brother spot. Good night.